Let's get on to your memories of your sporting life.
Yeah.
And there's a mild interest in cycling that tends to run through it. I mean,
well, I tried not to make it all cycling, I can tell you.
Well, 1964, Jacques Anquetil, first-time rider, 5-time winner of the Tour de France. I mean, what are your memories?
Well, I can't remember how old I was then, but I was a young guy who, I was a aspiring professional cyclist as a teenager, and so I started riding at 12, and I joined the local cycle club, and it was quite interesting because my parents had never really travelled abroad. I think the only time they ever went abroad was once when I took them on their silver wedding anniversary. So it was quite interesting when I go home and I would suddenly talk to my dad with great authority, not knowing who the heck he was, about Fausto Coppi or Jacques Anquetil. And my dad said, "Where did you get those words from? What do they mean?" You know, because he was not familiar with these words from a different country, you know. So when I realised who Jacques Anquetil was, and then suddenly he was a winner of this thing called the Tour de France, and so that was a big important step in my life, really.
And he was the first French rider, wasn't he, to actually acquire the yellow jersey on day one and keep it right the way through to the
he was. Well, he did that. He was. He kept the yellow jersey. He won 5 times. He was a good-looking guy. He was French, and it was the Tour de France. And there
was the year that you chose. There was the great duel between him and Poulidor, his great rival in the sport. I mean, they were almost elbow to elbow, weren't they?
Yeah, there was a famous, finish with with all the elbows flying around. And Poulidor was a brilliant rider, a lovely rider, and a real hero of many cyclists, actually. And he was the one that sadly always seemed to not quite get the #1 spot, but still admired massively, and still very actively involved.